actually here with a Yankee candle review for you. I just uploaded my review of Smoked Vanilla by Bath & Body Works, so I will link that video down below. I'm kind of reviewing two sort of lodge-ish sort of candles today. So this one is Autumn Lodge, and the really interesting thing is I tried to look it up on the Yankee website to see if I could get like a more detailed scent description, and it's not on the website, and I did not get this that long ago. I just got this a couple months ago, so I find it really weird that it's not on the website anymore. I bought this at the same time I purchased Mountain Lodge, and Mountain Lodge is still on the website. Autumn Lodge is not on the website, so I found that a little bit strange. Anyway, so Autumn Lodge looks like this. Of course, I just got the traditional large jar here. And the picture art here, you can kind of see it looks sort of rustic. They got kind of this pinecone poinsettia swag in the back, a little wooden birdhouse. They got a wooden chess set and flannel coat and some books. So it's supposed to look really lodgy. This is supposed to be in the fresh category. The wax is kind of like this mossy green color, if you can see it in there. So definitely like a sort of manly, sort of old man looking candle, if that makes sense. Like it reminds me of my grandpa or something, which is a compliment, by the way. So it definitely has this sort of like old school vibe to the packaging. Green is my favorite color, so I'm feeling it. I like the wax color. I think it's a cute, kind of little charming, country looking picture there. So I thought it was all right. Honestly, I am not in love with the appearance of Yankee candles. I like the large jars, and I reuse these for things all the time around the house. Like, since they're so tall and the lid is empty, you can put like pins in it, you can put pencils. I use them for change and coins and stuff like that. I have some filled with like screws and nails in my little kind of like home repair section of my house. So I do find the large jars very useful to repurpose, probably more useful than like a Bath & Body Works candle. So I do like the large jars. I think they're good for repurchasing, but I just kind of think they're a little bit ugly. I don't know. I'm not in love with the way Yankee candle looks. I never have been. But as far as the art and the wax color, it's okay. I'm not wowed. I do think Bath & Body Works does a way better job as far as their appearance and making things aesthetically pleasing to the eye. I think that's why they've caught on with such like a cult following to their candles, because not only are they super strong and a lot of times have kind of unique scents, even though we've been seeing a lot of repackages, the packaging on Bath & Body Works candle is very appealing to the eye, and it changes, you know, and Yankee candles just always look the same. Only thing that changes is a little picture that you barely notice and the color of the wax. So, but there's also some charm to that. Some people like that. Me personally, it's just not my MO. I like the different styles and collections that Bath & Body Works comes out with. I think they're cute and interesting, and sometimes I'm like, oh my god, that candle's so adorable. I've never said that about a Yankee candle. So the packaging, I don't know. I don't know if I can really review that fairly because I am biased towards the packaging of Bath & Body Works, but it was okay. Alright, so again, I could not find a scent description on this candle anywhere. Obviously, Yankee Candle doesn't put a scent description on the actual jar, and I couldn't find anything online because, like I said, it's vanished from the website like it never existed. It's very, very odd. So I just kind of had to use, you know, a blind, like, what do I smell in this candle with no guidance. I haven't seen any reviews on this candle, so I'm just telling you guys off the cuff what I thought, what I felt like I smelled in the candle. Could be wrong. Maybe if you read a scent description, I could be totally off track, but I feel like my nose is decently trained in this candle reviewing thing. So I'll tell you kind of what I picked up in this candle and sort of, you know, the vibe that it was putting out. So this candle reminds me of candles with vetiver and pipe tobacco candles. It has this sort of, I would say primarily I get sort of a vetiver note or like a tobacco-y note. I can't tell exactly what it is because they've mixed in a whole bunch of other stuff in there. It's almost got a little bit of a perfuminess to it, which is weird because this is more like a masculine type candle. It's kind of peppery. It's a little leathery in a way. I wouldn't say there's a leather note, but it's not musky, but it kind of smells like I said, kind of like vetiver mixed with like a perfume. Not even a cologne, a perfume. There's a sweet perfume note in there that I find a little bit odd. I wish this was just like leather, or like, it seems like they've mixed very masculine notes with like this kind of strong feminine perfumey note, and I find it a little bit weird. I also burned Mountain Lodge, and I liked Mountain Lodge better. I didn't do a review of that candle because I burned it a couple months ago, but Mountain Lodge was more like, you know, kind of a leathery masculine notes mixed with masculine. Like, it was all kind of masculine notes. And like I said, this one is like 85% masculine notes. And then there's like this, like 15% sort of overbearing, like sweet perfume to it. And it kind of puts me off a little bit. I liked the candle. I kind of like the whole lodgy style stuff. You guys have known I love ski lodge. I love cozy cabin. I love leather scents and pipe tobacco scents. I love all of those sort of manly, quote unquote, candles. I just really gravitate towards those scents naturally. And so I'm not going to say I hate this, but that weird perfuminess that is mixed in there with the kind of woodsy mannishness of it, I found odd. I feel like they tried to make this too complex of a blend and like threw in one too many things. And that little last one they threw in, that kind of perfumey last one they kind of threw in there, it's a little odd. So if you burn this one, let me know if you understand what I'm saying. Like I said, maybe you can help me identify what it is. It just seems like there's like 20 different things all mixed in here, and it's hard to pull out a note just by itself. It's really odd. It's really odd. So the performance on this was a 10 out of 10. I really never have any trouble with my Yankee candles burning, actually, and that is why I burned this one. I have a little candle lantern in my room. It's a Bath & Body Works one, but it kind of looks like a little mini fireplace. I have it up on my dresser, and there's a mirror behind it, you know, and so I have the little lantern right in front of the mirror, and so it looks like a little fireplace and kind of reflects off the mirror. It looks really pretty. So I've been burning this just in my bedroom because it just looks pretty, and I'm not in my bedroom a whole lot. I just kind of like to keep a candle burning in there, so when I walk in, I'm like, oh, a candle, how nice. But I don't spend a lot of time in there, you know, and if I am, I'm sleeping, so obviously the candles are blown out. So I kind of have been putting Yankee candles in the bedroom because I'm not necessarily in there to enjoy or soak up the scent. Normally I'm like in my dining room grading papers and stuff, which is why you guys probably are seeing me in here today, because I was just grading some math tests. That's a whole nother story. I need Christmas break, like, please. Anyway, so I always do burn them with an Alumilid. I will say, don't ever burn Yankees without an Alumilid or one of the candle shades, because then they can be a little bit finicky, but I just don't even try to burn it without one. I just automatically slap either a candle shade or an Alumilid on there whenever I'm burning a Yankee candle, and so I just never really have trouble with their performance, which is one thing that I can't necessarily say for Bath & Body Works all of the time. Here's the thing about this candle. Right now, I can sit here and I can smell it, and it's pretty strong. And when I smelled it in the store, I was kind of excited. I was like, hey man, it's gonna be strong. I'm gonna smell it. Absolutely, like, scentless. Of course, like, it's a Yankee candle, duh, right? I would probably say this throw is like, it wasn't totally scentless, because if you were like within 1 foot of the dresser, you could smell it, but you had to be pretty dang close to it. I would say it's like a 1 or a 2 out of 10. Like, it was pretty bad. And here's the thing I find really interesting about that. You can see, look at all of that oil in there. Like, I burned this, I finished burning it like a day ago, and look at all of that oil. Like, you can't tell me that this thing was not saturated with oil. You can see the freaking oil, like, literally almost dripping. So, it definitely had plenty of oil. You can see it in there. But, man, it was just like, man, of course. Like, I really would like to switch to Yankee sometimes because Bath & Body Works is doing some shady stuff. But it's like, I'm like, every time I'm like, God, I just can't smell anything. Like, I can't smell anything. It's annoying. It's frustrating. Like, I'm sick of it. I keep thinking, like, a Yankee candle is going to surprise me one day. And, like, no. Just like, of course I can't smell you, but whatever, right? So, last but not least, would I repurchase this candle? No, I would not. I was excited about it. Like I said, I love lodgy sort of themed candles. I like candles with that lodgy sort of smell to them. So, I really, really had high hopes for this. I really did. But honestly, one was enough because I just couldn't smell the stinking thing. And again, that little perfuminess was just a little weird. Alright, so if you burned Autumn Lodge, let me know what you thought of this. I think it was like a flash in the pan because I can't find it anywhere on the website. Like, it was here and now it's like disappeared into oblivion like it never existed. Really weird. So let me know your thoughts on Autumn Lodge, or if you even burned Mountain Lodge. That's another one that kind of came out at the same time. I liked Mountain Lodge a little better than this one, so let me know your thoughts, and that's all I have for this video. Bye!